Hello, and welcome to the most exclusive club on the internet. We are Terry and Royson. And oh my gosh, I'm doing what I tell you not to do. And we are reading Reddit story. Like, I don't want to sound like Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle. So anyway, we read Reddit stories.
You actually have the inhaler too. That's so perfect.
Anyway, we don't want to be this too long, but this is our last episode of the year. We actually are recording it a little bit late. We were going to have this up before Christmas, but we're doing something else before Christmas. So have fun with that. Mm-hmm. It is a marathon kind of thing.
Yep. And before Christmas, after Christmas, it's close enough. So yeah. Enjoy.
Exactly. So it's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. And
as you can tell, I have the power today. I am going to be the one reading. And today we have some holiday humbugs. Some things that happen around the holidays that made things a little bit interesting enough to make into a Reddit story that we will read and judge people for.
And before we get started, I just want to remind you guys, please like this video if you like this video and subscribe. We are just trying to hit 1,000 subscribers because then we can be monetized. And yeah, so that's really all we need is for you guys to share if you're enjoying the content, because that way we don't have to stay small subscribers.
We want to be big subscribers.
I mean, honestly, we're just here for the vibes, but it would be nice to make some cash so we can actually call this a part-time job. Like, that would be nice. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Take it away, honey.
Yay. Okay, so we have our first story.
First story.
This is from r/Am I the Asshole? Always.
Am I?
This is Am I the Asshole for not eating a Thanksgiving dish I suspect was made last year?
That's cutting. Go on.
What?
I said that's cutting, like a cutting thing to say, like very rude, very.
I've never heard it like.
That's cutting.
Wow.
Like cut deep.
Okay, I've never heard it as cutting before. That's a new one. Wow, lingo that usually it's the opposite. I know the lingo, and then you're like, "What is that?"
Only for internet lingo or rap lingo.
Further explain what you mean by rap lingo. Anyway, so
I mean that.
Wow.
I'm just talking about that story.
Yeah.
The story from the wedding episode. Yeah. Only cool people know.
But that story. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, so yeah, let's get into it. Long-time lurker, first-time poster, but I'm so baffled about this situation. I need a non-biased perspective.
I'm certainly not a non-biased perspective.
Yeah, we're very biased, but it's okay.
Anyway.
The asshole, immediately. All right. My husband and I, 30-ish, have a quite large family. His parents, his 2 siblings, plus spouses and kids. My divorced parents and their new spouses, plus my siblings and their spouses and kids. Gets pretty big. Altogether, we are well over 20 people, so family gatherings can be overwhelming for the person hosting. You know, what's funny is like, I have pretty big family too, so it's like, oh wow, okay, I guess this is considered big by most people. And yes, my divorced parents and their new spouses get along fine, and there's no drama. So that means everyone can just come together. Last night, we celebrated Thanksgiving, and as a family tradition, everyone brings a dish. Usually we communicate with each other so that way everyone is making different types of food. My sister-in-law, wife of my brother, said that she was going to bring her mom's famous sweet potato casserole.
Potato casserole.
Yeah. I thought
What did you say? Yeah. It was so casual. It was pretty adorable. Go on.
I thought it was very nice of her since her mom passed away this year and she was honoring her memory by making her recipe. It's very nice. However, once I saw her dish, I truly think she brought last year's leftovers. Instead of a big pan, she brought several small and medium-sized containers of sweet potato casserole. Although it did not smell weird, it was very dry and it just didn't look like a regular one. I didn't try it and discreetly told my husband my concerns, who also did not try it. Yeah. Usually when you make something for Thanksgiving, it doesn't come in multiple small containers, but sure. Once Thanksgiving was over, my mother called me saying that my sister-in-law was upset because she noticed I didn't try her dish. Dang. I told my mother about my fears, and she said that I'm just too picky with food and there's no way a frozen casserole could last a year without having mold. I pointed that the several containers could mean she cut the good parts and left the moldy ones. After an awkward silence, we decided to agree to disagree and hang up.
I need to see pictures of this.
Yeah, for real. I feel bad for my sister-in-law, but I truly could not bring myself to eat something I'm not 100% sure is safe. So, am I the asshole? Yes. Definitely the asshole. How come you just don't eat the mold? What's wrong with you? And so this especially hits for Terry, which is part of the reason why I wanted to pick this, because she's like in general also like very particular about food. And so
I wouldn't touch sweet potato casserole on a good day.
Yeah. But then
Sweet potato.
but to then be like presented with what is possibly a year-old casserole. And then,
I would be able to definitively tell you.
Yeah, that's true. That's the other part. Yeah.
Oh, I would know. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, no, this is freezer burned. Mm-hmm. I can tell. Mm-hmm. Or I would be able to tell. That's why I was hoping they would give more description of exactly what was wrong, because it being in separate containers doesn't mean that much. Mm-hmm. It's weird.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that it's bad. But
the dryness of it is, I guess, is another suspicion.
Again, well, that too, dryness doesn't necessarily mean it's old either. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is a factor of being old, but that alone does not mean that it's old. Mm-hmm. So there's got to be other things she's not describing. She might just not know how to describe it very well.
That's true. Yeah.
But I mean, I would.
There's just this sneaking suspicion that her sister-in-law is crazy. But yeah.
I would just give it a poke test, a smell test, and I would know. I would not have to put it in my mouth.
Yeah. Would it end up on your plate?
Only if we were at your mom's house and she went, here, like she does.
Well, she's better about that now. Since
yeah. But she'd be like, have more. I'll be like, I am stuffed. Mm-hmm. I know I ate like a little bird, but I ate a lot of food for me. I don't really eat that much at a time, but
yeah.
I eat a lot of junk food.
But the little you do eat might be pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't really eat a whole lot at a time.
Yeah. I think that's also like just a cultural difference where,
True.
Yeah, we're just like whenever serving other people, you're supposed to just constantly feed them. And if they don't like eat till they're going to die, then that means that they hate you.
I keep yawning. Sorry, guys.
Terrible. All right. So anyway, there is an update to this post.
Okay. I need to know the answer.
Mold. No, I'm kidding. After spending my whole morning reading and answering your comments, I decided to pass by my mother's house and have an in-person talk with her. I read some of the comments on the original post, and she thinks the internet is a strange place. Oh, I read her some of the comments on the original post, and she thinks the internet is a strange place. I imagine some of the comments are crazy then. We agreed I can always come and tell her what I think truthfully, like to her mom. She has not talked to anyone else in the family about the yam debacle. Debacle.
How would you say that in a southern accent? Debacle.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Debacle.
Debacle. I'm just kidding.
What the fuck was that?
Debacle. We decided to call my brother and ask if we can go to his house and have a talk with him and my sister-in-law. He said to brace ourselves and come with an open mind.
Brace yourself. Come with an open mind.
Anyway. Wow.
Wait, okay. It took me a second to sink in. Read that last sentence to me again.
Debacle. He said to brace ourselves and come with an open mind.
Where are they going? To his house?
Yes, because we decided to call my brother and ask if we can go to his house.
And it's his wife.
And have a talk with him and my sister-in-law. Yes.
It's okay. Just want to make sure.
Yep.
It's
Yep. When we got there, my sister-in-law started crying uncontrollably, and my brother took us to the kitchen, which was a mess. Dun dun dun. Long story short, they were indeed leftovers. Just not a year old. Bad, but not super bad. I guess sometime before her passing, sister-in-law and her mom had made several family recipes as a bonding experience. The casserole is one of the staple recipes, and my sister-in-law had frozen several containers of it. Sorry. Yeah. Put this way a little bit. On Thanksgiving week, she thawed some of it and tried to replicate the taste without luck. I guess the pressure of making it for us got the best of her, and she got more and more frustrated as the date approached. On Thursday, she finally gave up and decided to just reheat the ones she had frozen. That's sad. As to why my sister-in-law noticed that I didn't eat her dish, apparently in prior years I had complimented the casserole as, "This is the best one I've ever tried." So this year she was expecting some comment and was sad, and I didn't even try it. Okay, I was going to say like why specifically calling her out for not eating it. It's a bit much. But yeah, that's
Yeah, because she's sad that
her mom died, really.
A, that her mom died,
Mm-hmm.
and B, that she couldn't even recreate the thing that her and her mom did together. So she probably feels like a failure.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3, she doesn't get to have the good feeling of like doing something for others and having them enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really like a bunch of things.
And so, yeah. But yeah, even still, now I apologized and told her I was really sorry that I hurt her feelings. She apologized for singling me out. We told her to rest, and in the meantime, me, my mother, and brother, we cleaned the kitchen, tidied the house, and Mom made her a soup. And apparently ajiaco. If you know, you know. So I don't know.
What is it called?
Or ajiaco. AJIACO. That's the soup that they made.
I don't know.
We're too uncultured for that. All right. My mom decided to stay, but I left a bit after everything was done and everyone was calm. As a goodwill gesture, I'm getting my sister-in-law a mini spa day that I think she will enjoy and help her feel better. That's pretty much it. No big fight, no big dramatic scene. Sorry, not sorry.
That's sweet though. Is there any more or no?
A thank you. No reports that anyone got sick. Does my mother think frozen food can get moldy? She claims she said it in the heat of the moment and because I was annoying her. She knows cooking is not in my forte, so she thought I had no good. Come back to that. That's funny. I opened her freezer and there's only meat and ice cream, so who knows at this point. For her comment of like, yeah. It's unfortunate that mental breakdown happened for the sake of this bad food. And you can't just blame her and then have a big fight.
Yeah.
We're trying to look for juicy stories here. Come on.
But it's not the big things that break you. It's the little things afterward.
Mm-hmm.
When you are thinking you're holding it together and the little things start causing a big emotion.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very unfortunate that it's just like, also it does suck the like not being able to recreate it. And that's
she'll get it eventually.
I also wonder if there's the possibility of she was able to recreate it, but it just didn't have that same feel because her mom was around, so she's sad.
That's what I was thinking.
Or it's like it's probably still really close, but for her it's still not good enough.
Also, if she's reheating leftovers
to do the taste comparison too,
it's not going to taste good.
Yeah.
So she needs to just do her best to like
make
recreate it each year, and maybe it'll get better and better.
Yeah.
I think that would be ideal.
Yep. So, everyone make sure to eat all the food on Thanksgiving, even if it's old. Woo. All right, next story. This is from AITA. Totally different.
What's that?
It stands for
You suicidal? You suicidal? Why?
Without the beatboxing, sounds so.
I am beatboxing.
That is no, you're not.
Why? Suicidal? She's suicidal. Why? Anyway, nobody's suicidal here. But
Oh my gosh! For all the people that aren't on TikTok, just assume we're schizophrenic. It's fine.
I'm not schizophrenic. I got DID.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Go in. Go ahead, sir.
Ahem.
Ahem.
Ahem. Hi. Oh, sorry. That. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. I apologize.
I thought you did it on purpose.
The cough. Well, I did, but then I heard how it sounded because of these, and I'm like, oh, let's do that. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to host Thanksgiving after my sister handed out a family code of conduct contract? For
Sorry,
people watching this, I
serious.
apologize.
I'll be serious. If you're listening, you're going to be even more confused.
Yeah. I don't even know what I actually said because I was busy being stupid.
Yeah, because you realized I was copying you, and then you started doing weird shit. I'm like, that doesn't work like that. That's,
I'm not allowed to do weird things if you're doing weird things. Okay.
That's how trends on TikTok work, actually.
What? Oh, like
When
you're doing
somebody
weird
copies
stuff.
each other, then it gets bastardized, and people copy the bastardized version, and then it gets bastardized, and it's a different thing.
That's a bad word. All right.
Bastardized?
Am I the asshole for refusing to host Thanksgiving after my sister handed out a family code of conduct contract? That's pretty crazy. And so I feel like the answer is no, but we'll see what this family code of conduct is.
You're a family code of conduct.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. This happened recently, and I'm still baffled. For context, I, 32 female, have hosted Thanksgiving from my family every year since I moved into my house 5 years ago. It's always a little messy and chaotic, but that's part of the charm, right? This year, my sister, 29 female, decided she wanted to help bring some order to the gathering. Sus. At first, I thought she just meant coordinating who would bring what dishes or helping with cleanup. Instead, she showed up at my house last week with printed copies of what she called a family code of conduct.
A manifesto, so to speak.
She handed these out and insisted everyone read and sign them before attending Thanksgiving. Read and sign them. She's mentally
Signing
unwell.
is wild.
Okay.
What's she gonna do if they break that contract?
Yeah, for real. You're
Throw
kicked out of
them
the family. Some highlights included a rule against overlapping conversations at the dinner table, with suggestions for taking turns like a respectful debate club. A ban on political or controversial topics. You want fair. With her as the final arbiter of what was too heated. Okay, not fair. A dress code of smart casual because holiday photos should reflect well on the family.
That's wild.
I should, do this more like how she's doing it. Assigned seating that she claimed was based on optimal personality compatibility. I can't do the rest of the story.
That.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
But yeah, that all of that is pretty cringe. The one thing I'd agree on is like the ban on political and controversial topics. Okay, kind of makes
valid.
sense. Yeah. Anyway, she was completely serious. When I laughed and said, "You can't be serious," she accused me
Surely
of...
you can't be serious.
Don't call me Shirley. She accused me of not taking her efforts to improve family dynamics seriously. I told her I wasn't going to enforce a code of conduct at my house and that if she wanted to micromanage Thanksgiving, she could host it herself.
I kind of agree. Like, it's weird that she would do that when someone else is hosting.
Yeah. And then she doubled down and saying I was being ungrateful and stubborn. I canceled hosting, and now the family's mad at me. My mom thinks I should have just humored her for the day. My brother, 35 male, is refusing to go anywhere unless no one tries to draft a holiday constitution. Wow. I'm torn. Was I wrong for standing my ground, or should I have let her run the day to keep the peace?
What did everybody else think in the family? Because yes, it is the original poster's holiday to host, right?
Well, I didn't say too much of what everyone thought. The mom just thought, yeah, you should have just went along with it, whatever. And the brother was just like, nah, fuck that shit. Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh,
then
I got
people
the
are like
yawns.
saying like just host their brother and tell everyone else they're happy. If they're happy about the code of conduct, they're free to attend the sister's house. It's funny. But yeah, like
I mean,
it's still wild to not like if you're gonna do something like this
it's
and then be like,
pushy.
okay, then you can host and then
Right.
refuse. Like to
Right.
yeah.
It's pushy. She's being pushy. It's really pushy to do that when someone else is hosting. And when, like, I understand if it's your birthday party or something,
Mm-hmm.
then you could make random demands and then people can choose to come or not.
Yeah.
But, like, this is like the family's gathering. You are 1%, like 5% of the family or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even maybe 3% if you have a really big family.
I mean, even if it's something large like 20%, it is a minority in comparison to the rest of the family.
Right.
So
Like, you're just one person deciding these things.
yeah.
You're not even bringing up as a hey, like, could we agree on this? Like, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but like, and especially like, hey, I just would prefer we don't do blah blah blah. But like, instead, here's like a contract everyone must sign and submit.
That's wild.
Yeah, she's
And it makes me think that this person is just like that, and they've probably done stuff like that before, or not this necessarily, but like pushy stuff. And it's just one of those things where it's like not your place to say that.
which is also crazy that it's the person's sister. Like, it's not like some new member of the family.
Well, a new member of the family wouldn't be so bold, but the sister is going to be around because, like, you know, you're used to being pushy with your family.
It's just funny to like, I don't know, try to go for this and like be confident that it could have worked. But yeah, I don't know. Some people are delusional.
People are crazy.
Anyway, so we'll be making a contract for all of our viewers that you must be respectful.
One
and
view
dress
is $1.
smart casual.
You better send that right away. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Okay. Just exploit for money.
No politics in the comments.
But even though we do politics on the actual thing.
We do like a moderate, small, like touch on some things. You know.
Also, we're against overlapping conversations. So as soon as one person comments about something, everyone else can only stay on that topic forever.
They have to hold the teddy bear. They get to hold the talking teddy bear.
So whenever you comment, make sure to comment with your teddy bear emoji so that we know that we can actually listen to you. Otherwise, you know, we can't read your comment.
That's true. We're not allowed to read your comment if it doesn't have a teddy bear. Sorry. Don't make the rules.
Yeah, we don't make the rules, definitely.
Don't say that. You need to make sure it's believable. Royson, do we need to have another discussion about how you're a bad liar?
Please don't hit me. All right. So sorry. Please don't hit me again. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
This is like that trend that was going around on TikTok where the guy will just randomly like turn on his phone like real quick and then pretend that his girlfriend was gonna like hit him like flinch away from her.
You know what's sad is because I don't have a reaction speed to properly do it. Because right there, I thought about it afterward. Like, oh yeah, I should have done something.
You thought about it afterward because it's a lie.
No. No. Oh, so scary.
Your eyes closed, but that's different.
That's more my like lack of trust that like you might like extend your arm too far.
Trust you will be dealt with.
Oh my. See, it's real. No. Anyway. All right. So we gotta.
Where were we even at?
We finished the family code of conduct.
Let's go to the next
created
story
our
then.
Code of contact.
Code of contact. Code of contact.
I'm the reader on this, by the way.
I don't know your coding words.
Oh my gosh. So I use Rust and C++. I literally don't even use either of those things.
Oh, you're gonna see that next week. We filmed these backwards.
Right. Yeah.
We already filmed the first of the year.
Okay. Well, oops. Never mind. Anyway.
You'll see that next week.
Oh my gosh. See, she does it. She hates me. It didn't even work. I'm looking at it. Okay, there you go. You got a couple twirls in. I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy. And then
I don't
you
even
get
know
to
the
sing
reference.
the other part. I
What are you? I don't know the reference. She's crazy. She's
I'm
crazy.
Glinda. I hope
Oh my
you're
gosh.
happy.
How the fact that I didn't recognize that because you're fucking like out here laughing and dying. I thought it was like some other
I went like
like
this because she goes, puts her hands down. She like stares up into the sky. I hope you're happy.
mhm.
Only she's a lot better of a singer than I am.
Yep. How did I already forget that? That's crazy. Anyway, guys, you should
Well,
go
I've
watch
seen
Wicked.
it
So fun.
twice. You've only seen it once.
Yeah, fair.
And it's all over my TikTok. So anyway, sorry. But we're back.
We are going to.
I wonder
read
how many
another-
like viewers are here just for the stories.
I feel bad for them.
And
At this point.
they like, I mean, we're typically pretty steady, but we also stay on topic more often than we are today.
Yeah, we filmed today. We're filming later than we normally do. I think that's part of the reason we're a little fucking crazy at this time of night. Next story. My boyfriend, 22 male, gave a handmade Christmas present to his mother, 40 female, that I, 22 female, made.
I've literally heard this story today or yesterday. I've heard this story, I think, today.
Why am I even reading it?
Yeah.
Someone,
I want to clarify. He already told me he's going to read this story. They actually read this on Smosh, like literally yesterday. But he found it on his own, so I don't feel bad reading it too.
Yeah. But yeah, this is Smosh quality story apparently. that
Yeah,
was
I
able to
feel,
pull.
it's kind of fun when I find like sometimes they'll read ones that I already read and we already like uploaded or that I was already planning to read or something like that. I try not to like read one because I saw it there.
But if we found it on our own.
But if I
then-
found it on my own, then I don't care. All bets are off.
Time to begin the story. Oh, this is so a couple of things. Trigger warnings. Verbal abuse, manipulation, physical violence, property damage, attempted theft.
Physical violence. I don't remember
Physical
that.
violence.
I blocked that part of the story out. Dang.
I don't think it's like crazy violence, but there's something. I make really cool vases as a hobby. These can take weeks to complete and are always made with the giftee in mind. My mom, 50 female, and I have always been into nature together. We hike, we own animals, we eat outside if we can. I guess being into nature sounds weird. We just like being outside. So I made my mom a Siamese cat urn. It looks like a vase, but the top is the cat's ears.
Earn.
Yeah. For when she dies. She's going to explain that. Anyway,
No, it's an. Wait. It's an urn.
yeah.
This whole time I thought it was a vase.
It looks like a vase. That might be where you think the vase. But the top is the cat's ears. That's the end of the sentence. I don't know why I said it like that.
Okay, that changes the story for me. Go on.
Not too much. Okay, so I made my mom a Siamese cat urn. It looks like a vase, but the top is the cat's ears. It's super cute, and I loved the way it turned out. No one died or anything. It was just the style of the piece. So essentially, in order to make it a cat and then like have separate something for the ears.
Like a cookie jar.
Yeah. Which I guess, it could have been a cookie jar, but she just said urn. I guess make it more serious because it's for her mom. Her mom's probably not going to have a cookie jar. I don't know.
Interesting logic. Go on.
I mean, if they're into nature, that's way too unhealthy. I'm saying a bunch of
Urns are more natural than cookies.
yes, death is natural. Accept it. All right. I'm crazy. I had finished it and taken it to my apartment, wrapped it up, and been so excited about it. Well, my boyfriend's mother came over and he didn't get her a Christmas or birthday present. She loves cats, so he just gave her the piece I made, which she loved. Oh, so nice. My boyfriend does not live with me. He has his own apartment near his school. His mother came over before we went over for dinner to see my new kitten. She was in tears over how nice the present was, and I ruined it. I told her that the presents must have gotten mixed up. That was made for my mother. She got a bit upset, gave it back. Then my boyfriend went out to dinner with her. He said it would be best if I didn't come. I guess she cried the whole way and he didn't have a present for her, so he looked like a bad son.
He is a bad son.
Yeah, just looked like one. I have trouble seeing where I'm at fault. I understand that the nice thing would have been to remake a gift or let her just have it. However, it was one of my best pieces, and I always give my mother art I make. She loves it. She shows it off to everyone. It's something she takes great pride in. She has one from every Christmas, and I never miss a year. She even shows off the crappy lumps I made as a kid. And it's really cute. My boyfriend wants to talk tomorrow. I'm not sure if he's going to break up with me or if he wants to yell at me for it. I just need to know what people think. Was I a jerk? Boyfriend seems to think I was. I love this guy very much and really love his mom. She's super sweet and kind and never really gets nice things. Sounds like it's not your fault.
Wonder why. Anyway, sorry, go on.
I still don't think it's my job to cover for his lack of foresight. Nice. Her birthday comes every year on the same day. It's not like it surprised him.
Right.
I got her a card and a book, which I thought was nice. She thanked me for them later over text, but she seemed really sad about the cat vase. I guess she was hoping I either made her something or my boyfriend actually got her something she really liked. She loves cats and he has never gotten her anything cat themed. It is always some cooking supplies or an apron, which means he sucks at presents. Jeez. Okay. So I am just not sure what to think. Does anyone have an idea what to do in this situation? Yeah. I forgot about that. The cooking supplies or apron part. Yeah.
Say what now?
He just always gifts his mom a cooking supplies or an apron.
That's what I give my dad.
I mean, well, he actually, and not all the time for one.
That's true.
Yeah. And for another, the stuff you do is still at least catered towards his
customized.
type. Yeah. Like, yeah.
I got him a personalized one that I made that says Deborah's personal chef.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty cool.
I think he still uses it. It was a nice, like, thick kind of canvas fabric, so he's not gonna ruin it. It's nice.
Anyway, relevant comments. I don't really have advice to give, but I want you to know that I think your actions were quite reasonable. Your boyfriend should not have taken the gift that you'd made specifically for your mother. It sucks that his mother was hurt, but I think if you'd let him get away with it, it would set a bad precedent. Good for you for standing up for yourself. And then, if he decides to break up with you over this, it's due to his own flaws and immaturity. He could have asked you to make something for his mother or found something that she'd like, and he didn't. Don't apologize for your actions. If anything, he owes you a massive apology for trying to steal your mother's present and making you look like the bad guy to his mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like super messed up.
So my opinions on this are basically he could have solved this by, well, okay, first of all, he should not have taken her present. What the fuck?
Yeah,
who does that?
Yeah,
that's fucked
behavior.
up. But if he wanted to backpedal from that and be like, I am so sorry. Like, I freaked out in that moment and I didn't realize, let's pretend. I didn't realize that you had like literally made a whole thing for your mom. I just saw the present and I was like, shit, I don't have anything. Here you go, mom. And I figured I don't know. You just insert excuse.
Yeah.
And then try to backpedal and be like, shit, well, is there a way, like, I can have you make my mom something similar? Like, is that something you could do for me? And I'll help you buy supplies. Like, there's a lot of ways he could have dug himself out of this hole. But he just doubled down the whole way. And that just drives me nuts. Like, ugh, it's so gross.
Yep. And with the update, we're going to confirm that he is a terrible person who does not make decisions.
Is he? Oh, gosh. I'm just pretending. I already know the answer, but we'll tell you the answer.
The answer, he's a great person. All right, Triash me. I want to thank everyone for all the help. A few people advised that I should have just let his mom have the gift. Ew. This is not something I was comfortable doing. I don't make art to sell. I make art to give to people who I love very much. And I don't love his mother. No, I'm kidding. So each piece has a lot of love in it. My now ex-boyfriend showed up around 4 p.m. and wanted to talk at me. He just told me he was disappointed and they had taken a lot of sweet talking to make his mother understand what happened. He told her I mixed up the packages, but that I had one for her that I just needed to get. That's messed up. I told him I didn't have anything for her and that I was not going to be helping him out. He could go buy one for her and pass it off as handmade, but I was not covering for him. I told him I felt that his behavior was cruel to me, the effort I put into my art and my mom, his mom, just everyone. He told me that he expected better. He would not apologize. He just kept getting angrier and angrier. He ended up grabbing a piece I made earlier this year. I was really proud of it. It was a mermaid on a rock. He said he would give this to her and that I could find a new boyfriend. What the fuck? I told him if he left with it, I would call the police. We weren't screaming, but we were both really angry. He slammed it back down on my table. He told me that he never wanted to see me again, and I should call him when I grew the fuck up.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about gaslighting on this channel before. That is like
That's
someone who's
levels.
either they're used to controlling her or they think that they can start now. Like uber controlling, uber, what do you call it? Uber gaslighting. And this is beyond entitled to me. This is not entitled behavior. This is like, I own you and everything that you create.
Yeah. The fact that he's like breaking or like saying a statement to break up with her, but also, and then also let me take something of yours so I can go gift that to my mom. That is so psychotic.
Like, honestly, the way he's talking about it is almost like he views it like a piece of candy. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, this can't just go get another candy bar for my mom. Like, it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just gave her yours. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, just the belittling of somebody else and somebody else's what they're doing. It's so infuriating.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some extra stuff that results in the same issue. This guy sucks.
Tell us.
Well, I mean, just I told him we were over, that he was no longer my boyfriend, and I want nothing to do with him. I said he could take the clay back if he wanted, but I had already returned his Xbox to the store. I guess that was their gifts for each other. He told me to keep the fucking clay, quotes, and he wouldn't have apologized if he knew I wasn't giving him the present. Okay, I'm glad I read that part.
Did he apologize somewhere in there? What did he say? I don't think he understands what an apology is.
Oh yeah, earlier he said he would not apologize.
Yeah, so
That's fucking funny. Okay.
He also just is very into revisionist history.
Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't have given. He wouldn't apologize if he knew I wasn't giving him the present. He called me a liar and said I ruined his day.
You know, there's a
How
word.
is she the liar? Ever? Okay, yeah.
There's a word we use for people like this. Narcissistic abuser.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's several words.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, that's the actual word that's used for them. I was just thinking psychotic, or stupid, or Todd. Probably Todd. Damn
Todd.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him being a Todd.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, that's another reference to next week's video. I keep doing that.
Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's from Todd? We won't talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, according to the dribble coming out of his mouth, his mom was really hurt and had left town early. He thought giving her a piece and shifting the blame to me for getting would make it better. I told him to just leave. So now I'm single with a lot of clay and a lightly cracked mermaid statue. I'm not sure how to feel about this, but Dobby is free.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
He blamed the whole thing on her. Like,
also, I guess
like when he talked to his mom,
like,
no responsibility for anything whatsoever.
Yeah, it's insane. And like, I don't know. Going back, the thing above everything else is like, if you have a disagreement and you're trying to break up, then like that means you cut off. But his thing was like trying to break up. Also, let me take something of yours so I can go gift it to my mom. Is like the stupidest shit. I don't know.
He was trying to threaten to break up, right?
Yeah, he was the one.
Well, that wasn't true then.
He was in the same context of like, I'm taking this to give to my mom, and you can get a new boyfriend. I don't know. It's dumb. It's dumb. I don't get it.
Well, he wasn't being real. He was
just saying shit to
shit.
gaslight,
Like,
and
there's no
you
way
should feel
he
bad.
was picking up.
Or
with
now
her.
that I'm threatening that I'm gonna break up with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You
It
have
was
to
just to get
serve
more out
me.
of her.
Yeah. Wow. Well, okay. Anyway, my rage here is
I am
needs to be
untethered,
quelled.
and my rage knows
no bounds.
I am the golden god.
You know what's funny is this. This might be the last story. Maybe not. I don't know. This story is. I was thinking it's like, oh, I'm angry. I need something to calm me down. The story is probably not going to help.
All right, what is it? Santa Claus fell off the roof, and then
Actually, I
he
take
made
it
you
back.
go to the North Pole and told you you're going to be the next Santa.
We technically have 2 more stories.
Finally, an Indian Santa.
I'll go ahead and read this one. That's actually going to make me more mad. And then also notice how I ignore Terry's racism. All right. Expert levels of.
What exactly
husband
did I say
ignoring
that's
the wife.
racist? In fact, I'm progressive.
I don't know. I was actually ignoring you. I just heard the word Indian, so I called you racist. All right. So
I said finally an Indian Santa.
I'm still ignoring you. Next story.
Hello, darkness,
My
my
old
old friend. We've been watching a lot of Arrested Development, just FYI. That's where a lot of this random shit is coming from.
Yep. We're crazy because of the TV we watch.
It really did rot our brains.
Well, secretly, my brain was rotted a long time ago. All right. Next story. More raging. Probably. I discovered that my boyfriend is cheating after buying him an expensive Christmas gift. Yay! More terrible boyfriends. Woo!
Is it like an Xbox? It's probably a PlayStation.
It's probably D's.
It's got to be
Trigger
a
warning.
PlayStation.
Infidelity, verbal abuse, emotional manipulation.
Same as last one.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess verbal abuse instead of physical, but still.
Why was there physical abuse on the other one? There was no physical abuse done.
I think maybe the fact that he was destruction of property. So I don't know why they just like
What
said.
did he break? He didn't break her stuff. He just stole it.
No, the mermaid thing. He didn't actually take it. He just he slammed it back on a table and it cracked a bit. Yeah, I guess it's just
I don't
like
know if
kind
that
of
trigger
like
warning is
Yeah,
valid.
I don't think it is. But
Whatever.
Whatever. I, female, 25. I'm a female that's 25. Discovered that my ex-boyfriend, male 26, had been cheating on me for 5 months. I was really devastated and felt a lot of rage inside me. Good. Especially after buying him a new PlayStation 5.
What did I tell you?
Yep. Since he wanted one but couldn't afford it. I was saving up a lot of money to buy him the console with some games. We've been dating for 3 years and living together for 1.5 years. I immediately kicked him out after his side girl messaged me apologizing, not knowing that he had a girlfriend. I didn't believe her because I trusted my boyfriend a lot, but she came with receipts. There were a lot of messages where he flirted with her and sent nudes. He sent nudes. Wow. I was disgusted, really disgusted. The worst part is when I confronted him, he didn't even try to deny it and called me boring. He insulted me a lot, saying I was no fun and he deserves better. I was really enraged, and for the first time, I slapped him. He was shocked.
Ooh.
So was I, because I was never violent with him and always tried to solve things quietly, but he made my blood boil. I started screaming at him that he doesn't do anything around here and never paid rent because he's a lazy, jobless piece of shit
Damn.
who can't even bother looking for a decent job. At one point, I mentioned how he will never get the PS5 that I bought and return it soon to the store. And he looked like a deer in headlights. That bastard, he immediately changed his attitude and acted sorry, started apologizing and crying, saying he never meant to cheat and promised he would make it up to me. He's a disgusting pig.
Can I pause for a second? I am 100% sure that is how his parents, disciplined him as a child, as threats.
Yeah.
Because his reaction like that, 100%. You've been disciplined as a child like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How old did they say they were? Like 25?
Yeah, 25, 26. That is so unfortunate. But yeah, he's a disgusting pig. He never cared for my feelings. He only cared when I mentioned something he wanted. Such hypocrisy. I wasted no time and kicked him out. He's still sending me a lot of texts filled with apologies and even an ugly photo of him crying.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. I told him to not waste his time because he won't get the PS5. We're done, then I blocked him. I won't take the PS5. I already have one, but I remember that my parents were planning on buying it for my little brother. The plan was going to be them buying the PS5, and I'll buy the games for it with an extra PS Store gift card. But looks like I'll give my parents a call and tell them there's a change in our plans for my brother's gift. Yeah.
Good.
What's funny? One of the comments, let me guess, when you previously asked him to get a job and contribute to the household, he called you a gold digger. Good for you for not taking his gaslighting and BS any longer.
For real.
I'm sure you figured out by now that he was never going to contribute and intend to use you for a free ride while he had his fun.
100%.
You were so well rid of him. Best Christmas gift you could have given yourself.
Yeah.
And the OOP responded, he actually called me controlling. We fought a lot about it, but this was my first time showing a serious reaction to it. That's
You remember what we call that? He's a hobosexual.
Oh.
That's what he is.
I totally forgot that.
He's a freeloader.
I thought we were about to say
hobosexual.
narcissist again, which is probably true.
Oh, well, he probably is a narcissist too, but no, he's a hobosexual. Yep.
He has sexuals like a hobo.
You remember what a hobosexual is?
Was that being basically a freeloader?
Yeah, they're sexually attracted to people that they can use for free living space, specifically free living space,
Right.
and that kind of stuff. That's a hobosexual.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
It's not exactly a scientific term.
Yeah. It should be. Yeah, there is actually a little nice update to this.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. I'm back with an update. First, I want to thank all of the people who commented and shared some of their experiences with me. I really appreciate it. Today was amazing. I celebrated Christmas with my family, my parents, and little brother. My parents cooked the best food, so I ate well after not having an appetite for a few days. It was wonderful. As for my parents' agreement about the gift, we agreed on something. I'll gift the PS5 and games to my brother. My parents bought an Oculus for my brother's new PS5 and other accessories for the console. Ooh, that brother is getting good.
I want to be that little brother.
For real. Yeah. All right. My older sister, our sibling, needs to break up with their significant other in a very bad way. All right. As for my parents' agreement about the gift, we agreed on something. Well, I just read that. I'm crazy. When the time came for the presents, I was shocked to learn that my brother got me an expensive gift. He got me some makeup from Sephora and a gift card. My parents then informed me that my brother was saving for my gift since the beginning of the year. I cried. I literally started bawling my eyes out, then gave him a big hug. My baby. Aw.
That's so sweet. But why on earth is she calling him her baby?
It's little brother. It's little brother. Like, not just like a year younger or something. I think he's
like little brother, like probably 12 or something.
Yes. Yeah, she does clarify that. I thanked him a lot for the gift and said that I loved it. When he opened my parents' present, he was really confused and said that he doesn't have a PS5 for this Oculus. I told him to open my gift. When he opened it, he started crying and immediately hugged me. I don't know what came over me, and I started crying with him. I really love my brother. He's a sweet little boy and a good behaved kid. He's 12, by the way. That's why
I told you he was 12, and I also told you there was a PlayStation 5, and this is how I know that food was fucking freezer burnt.
You're crazy, but correct.
I told you.
So, you're crazy because I don't want you to be right.
I know everything, or I can figure it out quickly. Thank you.
Except for Excel spreadsheets.
No.
Also a joke for next week. So, after we all opened our gifts, I helped him set up the PS5 in his room and played some games together. Suddenly, he tells me that he loves me and I'm the best big sister in the world. So laughing. For the third time, I started crying, probably because I'm on my period and my hormones are not making it any better. That's kind of funny.
She's just blaming it on the period.
For real.
She's gaslighting it.
Oh, so yeah, there you have it. I had the best Christmas with my family, and seeing my brother so happy was worth the heartbreak I went through. As for my garbage ex, he's still making new accounts on Instagram to apologize. I told him to fuck off, and I know that he's only apologizing because he wants the PS5, not because he's feeling guilty. I mentioned that I gave it to someone who deserves it way more than he does. He started cursing at me, and I said if he didn't leave me alone, I'll report him to the police for harassment. He stopped after that, and I never heard from him ever since.
Good.
For real. But also, wow, the desperation
Pathetic.
to continue making new accounts to... Oh my gosh. I feel like if you just put that work into an actual job, you can afford a PS5 for yourself. Especially considering that you're going from making zero money. So, yeah.
Dude. What is wrong with these people?
Yeah. Men are the worst. Anyway, so more women, please subscribe.
More women, please subscribe.
Yeah.
You said men are the worst.
Yeah. I mean,
well,
true, right?
I mean,
I'm sure you agree right now, especially.
I have nothing to say.
She hates me, guys.
I want to see my little children. That sounds weird. My nieces and nephews are in town.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see them. Cute. Oh, speaking of. Oh, man. I mean, I guess we're going to go see them. I wanted to play...
You are not about to tell all of our viewers the games you want to play.
This is vague enough. I can say it. My niece is part of making a game, and so I was wanting to play test it a little bit more before I saw them.
Oh yeah, he gets to be a video game tester.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For free.
And the game is called blah blah blah, and the mechanics are blah blah blah, and the story is blah blah blah,
and the company is blah 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 blah.
Yeah. All right, we have one more story.
Juan, more story. What did Juan do?
Juan
takes Juan to know Juan.
Wanted to give a Christmas bonus that no one wanted, but it wasn't Juan. It was some other person.
I'm ready.
I'm not.
I'm gonna stare straight at the viewers.
I don't want to do that, actually. You guys scare me. All right, so it's because of women scare me. The Christmas bonus no one wanted. That's going to be this last story that we have. So this is going to be pretty interesting. LOL, I want to point out that the original person who posted this, their username is Thick Like Honey Latina. Great. All right, so there's trigger warnings, religious abuse, verbal abuse, hostile workplace, and mood spoiler. Get your popcorn. Incoming trains if we ever get an update. I don't know.
Incoming trains. What does that mean?
I actually don't know. I've never seen mood spoiler like with that before. But
incoming trains is weird.
Yeah, that is weird. But train wrecks maybe? I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, maybe.
I work for a small trucking company that was recently acquired after the original owner retired. The family that bought the company are very conservative and extremely religious and not afraid to tell you about it. The agreement was that things were going to largely remain the same for the first 3 years.
Wait. They're conservative and not afraid to tell you about it?
They're extremely religious.
They're religious and not afraid to tell you about it. Oh, sounds familiar. Go on.
So just they're conservative and extremely religious. Yes, got it. Anyway, the agreement was that things were going to largely remain the same for the first 3 years, salaries, positions, etc. I've been here for the last 8 years, and every year the office staff would receive a very generous Christmas bonus. This year, the bonus that we were to receive was donated to the owner's church on our behalf. We each received a thank you note, a $25 Amazon gift card, and an invitation to come worship at their church. The note said that the money donated would go to spread the love and word of God, and that they were grateful for our generosity.
Wait, isn't that illegal?
Yes. Anyway, needless to say, there are a lot of pissed off employees, many of whom have already started to look for other jobs or have put in their 2-week notices. I honestly feel that this is a slap in the face and feel disrespected. Am I wrong to feel like this? So yeah, top comments. Contact the church's treasurer and ask for a receipt before you leave. Pretty important. And then someone else, hell no, you're not wrong to feel that way, but one can never count on something that was technically a gift. Sucks that it turned into a way for them to funnel money to their church. I'm sure they get the kudos from the congregation as well. You should have seen the writing on the wall if they're that preachy about their religion, though. I'd definitely be looking elsewhere for work.
I was going to say Hobby Lobby. No, just kidding.
LOL. But even still, it's kind of like there's no way to see that coming. That's crazy.
No, that's wild.
Yeah. Eliminating all but 20. Oh, this is a different commenter. Eliminating all but $25 of the bonus is going to anger employees. The new bosses don't have much emotional intelligence if they aren't aware of that. It would have been better to just explain they're going to eliminate the bonus as opposed to the theater around the thank you. But there may be even a bigger reason to leave beyond the reduced compensation and the lack of EL by the new bosses. I don't know what that means. Or lack of EI? I don't know.
Emotional intelligence.
Probably. Oh, emotional intelligence. That makes sense.
Because they just said that.
Yeah. You're right. Lack of EI by the new bosses or emotional intelligence. They've now
I know everything.
Excel. They've now made it the purpose of the company to fund their church. It's your new mission. Yeah. If they took the money as owners and made a personal donation, it's a gray area. But in this case, they've made a blatant tie of the company's success to the church success.
I want to know what church this is.
Which means that funding that church is the why you work on some level. Maybe you value that, but if you think that church does misguided things by cherry picking Bible verses, then you have to get out of there. I'd get out of there myself ASAP.
Are they going to say what church it is? Is it like a local church or is it a big church?
Lakewood. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
We need to stop name dropping before we get sued. We are just kidding. Just FYI.
That would be all over the news if it was something like Lakewood. There's
for legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yeah,
for legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yeah. No, they never name dropped the church, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm sure they won't name drop because that could get them sued.
Yeah.
But are they saying, is it like a mega church? Is it like a local church that's like doesn't have spin-offs?
I think it's their local church.
Is it a big church? It seems like it's probably a small church, right?
I'm pretty sure. Local. Or maybe like medium church. Because their small church is small. Like having a like owner of a company donate everyone's Christmas bonus would be insane.
So like a big church.
I imagine it's like medium to big, yeah. But yeah, big but not mega is my assumption. It actually could be mega. Who knows?
It could be mega.
Because then it's just a whole ploy at that point.
Like mega or yeah. Worldwide, something like that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that would be wild if it was like Mormonism or something. But I feel like that's less likely.
So
but I would love to know.
Yeah. There is updates though.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. I work for a small trucking company that was recently bought by family that are hardcore evangelicals. Since day one, they have been cramming religion down our throats and have made every effort to recruit.
So it's an evangelical one. Okay. That's a whole specific thing.
So yeah, since day one, they have been cramming religion down our throats and have made every effort to recruit us to go to their church and to make contributions to the church. They have tried to organize lunchtime Bible study and daily prayer sessions for the employees. To tell you the truth, it has gotten intolerable, and I'm looking for another job as we speak. Their latest attempt was brought up at the weekly staff meeting where they floated the idea of a mandatory church attendance as a prerequisite of continued employment. I thought the HR lady was about to have a stroke when that idea was floated out there. Both members of HR stood up at the same time and yelled out, "That's illegal." Yeah. The owner's wife, with her bleach blonde hair and "I'm better than you" fake smile, got visibly upset and tried to counter that the law of God overruled the laws of man and started to quote the Bible.
I don't want to sound hateful, but that sounds like an evangelical.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, especially the type that you would hate evangelicals specifically.
I'm sorry. Do we hate evangelicals in this?
That type of evangelical, yes, I would.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
The pushy, this is inappropriate, bordering illegal. Yeah.
Yes. It was that her daughter, who was a carbon copy of her mother, said, "It's not like anyone is doing anything productive. on a Sunday morning anyways. They could take an hour or two to worship the Lord. Yeah.
I'm
the daughter
sorry.
of the
You're
owner,
saying we don't do anything productive on a Sunday morning?
We're busy uploading
I'm usually
videos.
doing my makeup, getting ready to film on a Sunday morning.
Yes, actually, both of those things.
Or sleeping. Hello, you ever heard of sleeping? Of course, I don't work here, so.
Yeah.
I work for myself, and I give to whatever church I feel like.
Which is none. All right, so
I'm gonna start giving to the Satanist church. Actually,
wow.
I don't know if they even take like tithes or anything. I don't know. I don't think there's actually any buildings or anything like that.
Yeah,
they don't actually even believe in Satan, so
yeah,
it's a pretty cool place. I might join.
You're gonna start fights. Oh my gosh. Anyway, all right. I had already tuned out the circus that this meeting was quickly becoming when the daughter asked me, Michelle, what are you typically doing on a Sunday morning? My answer was recovering from my Saturday night, to which I was quickly lectured about the immorality of my life. And ever since, I have gotten emails and talks about turning my life over to God, over to God, and giving up my lifestyle of sin and immorality. I need another job. Yeah. Dude. Which some of the comments are just kind of saying, like, mostly document. There's definitely
for sure.
illegal stuff. Yeah. Let me see.
This is bonkers.
There's another update. They name drop. They don't name drop the actual church. They just make fun of big names, which is yikes.
Show me.
Okay. This is the last update. It's just basically they're going even crazier. As many of you know from my previous posts, I work for a trucking company that was recently bought out by an ultra-religious, Joel Osteen, fake-smiling, bleach-blonde, MAGA conservative family.
What was it? Butch? No, what is the quote? Bleach blonde, bad built, butch body.
I just want. Oh, that one. Okay, that quote. I thought you were trying to like requote this, and I.
No. You're so wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm quoting something very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Anyway, but yeah, it's funny how like they like definitely get worse and worse if I update. This person's getting more and more mad. Anyway, you know the kind. They call themselves Christians, yet they probably have more skeletons in the closet than the local graveyard.
Oh damn!
Yeah, this person's mad.
It's probably true though. Is this This is a commenter?
No. This is the update.
Oh shit!
Okay. Yeah. After the last meeting fiasco, they had a meeting/screaming match with the ladies from HR about enforcing the mandatory church attendance / contribution mandate, and they eventually backed off after HR quoted directly from the state and federal regulations that said that they could not enforce that rule, and the company's own attorney point blank told them no. Wow.
They went past the HR to ask the attorney, Barry Zuckercorn.
Okay. Anyway.
I have the worst fucking attorney. Sorry, go on.
This led to them having a meeting after hours and drafting a bunch of company policies that they want to institute, of which I posted a partial list of below. Which is like crazy. Yeah, anyway. Alcohol consumption, on duty and off duty, is strongly discouraged. This includes partaking of alcohol while at establishments such as bars, taverns, and nightclubs, or at social events such as parties, weddings, etc.
Tavern.
The company reserves the right to mandate drug and alcohol tests on individuals who are suspecting of having consumed alcohol at any time during their employment. Wow. Drugs are strictly prohibited at any time. This includes recreational drugs such as marijuana. All employees are required to dress modestly at all times. No unnecessary skin exposure.
Unnecessary skin exposure is different for everyone.
Yeah. They also are floating the idea that in order to be promoted within the company, you must be a member of their church and actively tied to said church via payroll contributions.
Pretty sure that's illegal too.
They are also strongly pushing for us to contribute. Wow, why do I say it weird? Contribute. Contraband, I don't know. Contribute 10% of our weekly pay as a tie to the church.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
These policies have already started costing us employees who don't want their lives deducted by these people. They even stated that if we do not give a proper 2-week notice, we then forfeit our final paychecks as consequence.
They all need to quit and go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's like super leader. So someone the last thing of top comment. Well, considering half that shit is illegal, I think you all should get together with a lawyer and have some fun. Yeah, 100%. You could just sue the shit.
Honestly, let them do it and then sue them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just
Class action lawsuit. How many people is it to have a class action docket?
I think it's like 2.5 men. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff.
Your jokes are less funny than mine.
Don't know.
Your jokes are less funny. I don't even have a joke. I'm just telling you that your jokes are not as funny as mine.
I'm crying. This is the abuse. This is worse than if she hit me.
Are you sure? Should we test it out?
Yes. Go ahead. It's recording, right? Yeah. Go ahead.
He actually flinched.
She's gonna hit me.
But to be fair, this time you were expecting something, so that's why you're like primed. But still.
But yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna go join this company instead. I feel much safer, and I'll just give them all of my money and go to their church. And
you know
everything.
what's wild is there's a lot of people that would actually agree with those things, not understanding that that is a slick slide into cultish behavior, which is there's a lot of culty things in that section of Christianity, and 2, there's a reason the separation of church and state exists, and it's to protect you so that you can do what you want on your own time, which if that's praise the Lord, that's fine. If that's praise the Son, then that's fine too.
Praise the sun.
Praise the Son.
Wow.
I don't even play that game. Anyway, it's just like, do what you want to do.
Yeah, on your own
And
time. Regulating
don't let
stuff is
these
crazy.
employers get away with this bullshit. Okay.
Because it's already like there's a lot of companies like I personally don't even necessarily agree with it, but there's a lot of companies who will do like the drug testing.
Oh yeah.
Of, like for illegal stuff, and it's like okay, it's like if it's illegal, I can't really argue with it. But like then to go after alcohol consumption of like, oh, if we think you've ever drinking alcohol, we're doing a test and you're fired, is pretty crazy.
Oh no, it's cultish behavior.
Yeah, it's different if it's like on the job. Okay, that makes sense. Like don't drink on the job.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just normal.
What are marijuana tablets? Sorry. My
know.
brain goes places quick.
Yeah, I don't even know what a marijuana tablet is.
Have you?
What are marijuana tablets?
Has Miss Norbury ever tried to sell you drugs or ever tried to sell you marijuana or ecstasy tablets? What are marijuana tablets? That's what okay.
Is this a quote that I would know?
Yeah, you're supposed to know it.
What is it from?
Mean Girls. What are marijuana tablets?
Okay.
I'm gonna have to bleep all of these words.
I think one of my assignments. So, a lore fact about me is I am very uncultured. So I didn't watch Mean Girls until well after it came out.
Until 15, 20 years after it came out.
Yeah.
Not 20, but 15 years.
Yeah. And so one of like people often give me movie assignments like you should watch this movie that's like considered a classic, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably forgot all of them. One of the assignments I had, I think it was from you specifically, I'm not sure, was that I need to watch Mean Girls at least 7 more times. Pretty sure since then I've only watched it like 2 more times.
Seen it 3 times, I think.
Total.
You may have seen it more, but I think it's only been about 3 times. We need to watch it about 10 more times.
Yeah. Oh, that number
because
has
every
increased.
time
Okay.
that I watch it with you, I'm watching it just another time, and then I'm usually watching another time on my own. So like I've now seen it 20 times.
Yeah.
You know, instead of the 10 when I told you originally.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to finish watching Mean Girls 17 more times, twice a year for the next 50 years.
Okay.
And also all these other shows that you have to watch too. Like Arrested Development is what we're in the middle of right now. And It is very funny. The jokes per minute are hilarious.
Yep. And I also have to give a 10% contribution.
Of all your money?
To
me?
To the show that I'm watching. I don't know. I'm just trying to make a reference to this post.
You're trying to tie it in somewhere.
I don't want us to seem super ADHD, all right? Come on now. It's not like we're ADHD or anything. Yeah.
Dude,
ADHD, is this not real, actually?
You at least 90% of our audience also has ADHD.
Ooh, I want you guys to actually comment if you have ADHD or not.
If you're diagnosed with ADHD, comment that below.
Yeah. Let us know. That'd be crazy.
I would love to know that information.
And if you're not, just lie. Just whatever.
Don't lie. Because we actually kind of want to know. But you don't have to share if you don't want to.
I just figure people lie anyway. I don't know. So yeah, go ahead.
You can say whatever you want. You're anonymous. So, I mean, shit, tell us a cool story. Like, cool story, bro. Yeah. So what should we have them write if they got this far?
I think that. Just tell us if you have ADHD or not.
Just say ADHD is cool.
Oh my gosh. It's like
cool.
It's like makes me think of the school, some kind of school campaign where they're like trying to make something like school's cool, but it's the cringiest way possible.
Yeah, I was thinking more like weird anime stuff where they try to speak in English and say like cool.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so if you got this far, comment something about ADHD and or maybe like a Santa hat emoji if there is one. I actually don't know if there's a Santa hat emoji.
Answer if you think Santa is ADHD. There we go.
I don't follow his ADHD life.
What are you talking about? I'm not ADHD.
I'm not following him.
Your
You can
ADHD
tell
isn't
the
real.
way we just like stare at each other when one of us says something fucking weird. Like, that's how you know we're married. It's just like, what are you doing? We're not really good at like, yes and. You know, when one of you goes off in a different direction, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just watching the other person go crazy.
Yes. So anyway, Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Happy New Year. That's about to happen too. And
Merry all the other holidays, whatever you celebrate. But more importantly, Mary, please subscribe to us so that we can get to 1,000 subscribers, please.
Yes, we want to get to 1,000, like we said earlier. Please subscribe. Please share with your family and friend, whoever you think would enjoy this type of content. I love watching this kind of thing on the way to work, that kind of thing. Like, it's just nice. It's like a nice little toot, toot, toot. Anyway, whatever you want to do, we're just excited that you're here and that you enjoy watching our videos. We like making them for you. And we would like to be able to continue making them for you. So please also hit the like button if you want. I hate asking these kind of things, but you kind of have to because people don't really realize how much it like actually like affects us.
And also, to be fair, with people like who have ADHD, literally I forget to do these things until the person tells me sometimes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should like this video. So
that's true. So anyway, so you can just go like take your finger down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe while you're there. Also, fun fact, some people don't know this. When you hit the subscribe button after you already subscribed, there's a bell icon. You can turn on notifications for when we post, and that way when you get on YouTube, it'll just automatically show you a notification. You don't have to search for us. So if you're somebody, because I know there's a few of you out there who would like to watch it like as soon as we upload it, you can watch it as soon as we upload it by doing that. So just wanted to let you know. Anyway, I think that's all we have for today. Have fun with your last holiday of the season, and we will see you next year. Bye.
bye.